Little bit of coffee, a little bit of fun, kicking off the day, everybody come. Perk up your ears, hear the latest buzz. Grab your mug, join the morning fuss.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to LBOC with Little Miss SmoKii. Thank you guys for joining us today. Happy Thursday. And you October lovers, we're excited. We got Halloween. We got SmoKii's little birthday. We got DJ Poppy's wedding Saturday. We have so much going on in the world of LBOC.
Yeah.
And tonight, we got little ShortKut on the hot spot where we're going to ask him questions. If you guys remember last week, we had Boy, who was fantastic. If you guys watched, he played a little live music for us, which he did a great job. So thank you for that. I'm so excited. I have my Libra shirt on. How many Libras are out there celebrating our birthdays? What else is happening, guys? Anything on your neck of the woods?
Well, not much, man. I've been having DJ gigs. I'm going to be doing a DJ gig on Halloween. It's going to be at a place called Southern Draw in Comer, Georgia. They're going to have a trunk or treat. I'm sure it's going to be a costume party because,
that trunk or treat has really gone wild, huh?
Yeah,
I actually kind of like it because it's more creative because you got to get your car, you got to deck it out to a theme, and then you hand out the candies. I know this year my friend's doing it, and we have a theme of Mario Kart, the brothers. So it looks like I'm going to be Turtle. And I'm excited to Toad, not Turtle, Toad. Rock commercial. Isn't the turtle Bowser? So I was kind of close, right?
Bowser.
On Mario Brothers.
Oh, and Mario Brothers. Yeah, I'm not a gamer. My brother would be able to tell you that. Like
everybody knows Mario.
I know. I mean, I remember playing it back in the day, and what do you call it? Being what's Toadstool? Or you had choice to be Toadstool, the Princess, Mario, or his brother.
Yeah.
I never played Mario. I never got a chance to play Mario Kart. Unfortunately, I lived under a rock when that was coming out. I just wasn't a gamer. I get so mad. I can play like people all day long in Mortal Kombat, and I get mad at losing. But once I play the game and the game beats me, I get so mad. I don't know why. I just
think it's Halloween. You can be creative.
Oh,
you can have that dark side of you. You could decorate your house. Yeah. I know everybody loves Christmas, but I believe that Halloween is a very unique holiday. Especially when you're in Massachusetts, because you got Salem, where the witches are. Has anybody been to Massachusetts, to Salem? You're never the same once you leave.
I have been to Massachusetts. I have been. When I was doing the MCW thing, I think.
Yeah.
I think I was. I can't remember. I know I've been to all kinds of places in Detroit, and I think we went over there. I don't know. Anyway, but one thing that I love about Halloween is that, or holidays in general, is that everybody gets all so upset. Well, you know what Halloween is really about, or do you know what Thanksgiving is really about? How I feel about that is, what does it mean to you? Me, it's family. Every holiday is a family get together, and it's an excuse for your family to get together. I don't know or care about its roots. I just know that for me personally, it's about family. So
I'm honestly very sad the world has changed that it's not about families. It's about that most expensive gift you're going to buy your kids. And it's I think has lost all effect because you got Black Friday after Thanksgiving. You got people working and doing all that. So
Yeah.
it's not really family time because everybody's eating and rushing to do the sales and stuff. So
Hey, Tammy.
I get a little upset when it comes to the holiday season because it's really, I feel like it's rushed. And time's ticking as it is, so you got to hold on to the times with your family.
Oh yeah.
Boy,
Just have time and spend time with your family. Don't care what don't put too much. Don't invest so much into what social media is trying to perpetuate. It's just live your own life. I don't know. I don't think little SmoKii could see the comments, but Tammy Park said, "Love you, little SmoKii." It is kind of tiny on my end too. As my computer's.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read without the glasses, but I switched it.
Yeah, normally
we have the private chat, we got the community chat, and I'm trying to stay on the back of the scenes to make sure everything's good. But as always, we appreciate whoever follows us. And if you haven't liked our pages, please like our pages. TikTok. We also started X account. Is that what it's called? X?
X account. What is that?
It's a program off of TikTok. I'm learning.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. We need 1,000 followers, guys. So please like LBOC LBOC Unplugged with Little SmoKii. There's too many things to say on the other show and this show, but I'll definitely get it one way or the other. Kim, hi Kim. Kim is the one that does our mugs.
Yes.
We are in the work of filling this side with a design for Little Miss SmoKii.
Jacob Coiler, I wish he could be on the show with us, but he said Halloween is the best holiday. So
yes. It's good because you can scare people, and as a little person, we could just put a mask on and nobody's going to know how old we are. Just try not to talk and put the
being a candy lover myself, I know all little people, that's one thing they probably don't have a problem with, man. Abusing that height to go trick-or-treating. I know I do. I'll do it. I'll do it until I die. I'll be 80 years old, trick-or-treating, knocking on doors and going, trick-or-treat!
Sadly, we don't get trick-or-treaters. Which I'm like, so how do I get candy in my house? You just buy it, right? Everybody says trick-or-treaters, they get all different kinds of candies. And
where's ShortKut and when did POD get hair? That is not POD, brother. That's Roy.
That's Roy.
Yeah.
I got hair.
Roy is our producer. You don't see him.
Mr. Darcy, I don't know.
I like to have others' faces in who's kind of part of the team. That's why we have LBOC Unplugged, so everybody can kind of get to know a little more background. Because if you guys watch Monday Morning with POD, we can't really, say much. So now that ShortKut and SmoKii have the opportunity to talk and get down to business pretty soon, but I think there'll be a commercial in a minute. But I just want everybody that's tuning in, if you haven't, please follow and share so we can grow this page so we'll be able to go live. I need 1,000 followers, so please like that and share. Hey, my cappuccinos, how are you? It's Little Miss SmoKii. I need you to do me a favor. Please share this TikTok, LBOC Unplugged. But we need 1,000 followers. Please, let's get SmoKii to 1,000 so we can go on air. But the idea is to continue the conversation. So, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. You do not want to miss LBOC Unplugged.
with SmoKii.
Welcome back to LBOC. If you're just joining us, we were just Roy last week, and now we have ShortKut on the hot spot today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Roy, we're going to kick you out, and we'll see you after for our commercial. We still do that commercial, or are we going to wait?
We're going to wait for a little bit because I'm not ready for it yet.
But we got a surprise for our guests next week. So you'll have to come back and see what we have on up our sleeves. But ShortKut, are you ready, my friend?
I guess so. Shoot away.
I love your Halloween colors.
Oh, yeah, I got my Halloween colors on. I hadn't picked out my costume for this year, but I figured I'd wear some October colors for the interview.
That's what I was thinking too. Get the birthday feel first, and then I'll get the holiday earrings.
Whose birthday is it?
The 21st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were actually, remember we talked at the beginning that we were going to all meet up and hopefully have a podcast together. But with everything time just flies by so quickly.
Yeah, it does.
And Dennis is getting married, so that just put a lot. Time was just not there.
Sets off the date and everything. But and everybody has their important stuff going on, and everything falls apart for someone else. It's like it's hard to get everybody together at once.
Yeah, what's that round with school starts, the new year? It's just like boom, 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 boom. It flies by. Then Happy New Year's, and then I'm like, a little bit of coffee is going to hit their year in January. How exciting is that?
That is exciting.
Proud of that. They really should be proud of that. So we're definitely going to have a big party in January for the New Year's. But let's stop rambling on that and let's get down to business.
Okay.
You can tell POD's in the background because he likes to zoom in. He likes to play with that flip-flop. Let's put the glasses on. Let's get rolling. All right, where are you originally from?
Utica, New York. I was born in Utica, New York. When I turned 6 years old, my parents moved from there and moved to Lawrenceville. And then when I graduated in '94, when I graduated in '94, we moved to Gainesville, Georgia, and I've lived there ever since. I live probably about maybe 5 minutes away from my parents right now.
Nice. I know you sent some beautiful pictures of the ocean. I get so jealous.
Oh, it's not. No, that's not from. We have the lake over here. What it is that TikTok. I fell in love with You look at the live, and in the mornings, if you look, they have people that live on the ocean and they take pictures. They take pictures of the lake, like just beautiful, and watch the sunrise. They'll sit there forever, and you can get to watch the sunrise right from TikTok. I used to live on the ocean. I tried to get a job down in Tampa, about 2006. I can't remember what year it was, but I tried to move to Tampa and try to get a job, and I stayed there for about a year until I couldn't hold down a job there.
Tampa's tough. Florida's tough.
I had a friend down there telling me all these clubs and all these bars that would love me to be a DJ over there. I get over there, and I didn't know all that surrounding area, all of Newport Richie and everything got hit by a hurricane previously, and it was all messed up. And all the people are there telling me how wonderful it was before the storm hit.
I was actually blessed to see Anna Maria Island. What a beautiful island. I know all these natural disasters are just wiping our
and that's before the hurricane
countries.
It's before all the other hurricanes hit. This is like way before, like long time ago. Punta Gorda got hit, like the little notch that's in Florida on this side of it. Yeah, it got hit, and man, there's been there was a lot of damage over there. Nothing compared to what's happened within the past couple of years, though. I mean, it's been one right after another. How much damage can it withstand? It's crazy.
Yeah. You answered my second question because you told us you're in Georgia right now. Is your family little people?
Me and my mom are the same height. Actually, I gotta watch what I say because me and her get in a fight about that. She's taller than me, but I told her, I said, the older she gets, the taller I get. And man, I don't want her beating up on me. So no.
All right.
She wins that argument. She wins that. Mom, you win that argument. You're taller than me. I don't think she'd beat up on me, but I mean, I don't want to find out.
And you graduated in
94. I graduated in 94. Yeah.
Okay, so that was my next question. All right, 5. What was the struggle growing up? What was one struggle?
Oh man, I did get picked on quite a bit for being short, but yeah, it was really just growing up being short, and then the whole moving. When we moved to New York, moved from New York to Georgia. We moved to a certain part of Lawrenceville, and then we moved to Rolling Ridge, which is Gwinnett, yeah. And I went through different districts of schools. It's just not having a stable place. Like, I don't have any friends that I could say that I've known from childhood all the way up. I have friends that I've known for 20 and 30 years, but none of them that I could say that, man, I remember you when you were 5 years old and, we grew up together. I remember like a bunch of people, like a bunch of kids in that little bitty square block there lived in Utica, New York, that I don't even know what they're doing now. I mean, when we moved away, I lost touch with everybody. We're just little kids, and we didn't have Facebook or nothing like that. It's just like when we moved, I think we went up there to visit one time, and everybody had grown up and moved on, and it was crazy. Oh, Samantha. Hey, Samantha. Good evening. That's my beautiful wife. She's awesome.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
Anybody putting up with you is awesome. Just like anybody puts up with POD.
Yeah, she put up with me for over 5 years. She's an angel.
What is your dream career?
Well, so far I've done it a couple times. Ring announcing. I love DJing. I love doing the mobile DJing thing. I always wanted to be on the radio. First, I wanted to be on the radio, and then later on, when I saw my first Mike Tyson fight, it was man, I'm in a brain fart. The ring announcer there, man, how am I not knowing his name? Let's get ready to rumble. Michael Buffer. Michael Buffer was my favorite. I just, like, when I heard him do that for the first time, I fell in love with that, and I was like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in the ring. I know that I couldn't use his copyright, but I still wanted to be in the ring. Bruce Buffer. Thank you. Bruce Buffer is Michael Buffer's brother. I can't remember what his call thing was, but yes, Michael Buffer was Let's Get Ready to Rumble. I think it's time. But
so did you end up being a DJ?
Ended up being a DJ, and I was a ring announcer for a micro promotion called MCW.
Nice.
And a couple other places I did that for a show or two. I followed my buddy Kenny Beckner around. He was the first real ring announcer. That and Jason Boyd. Jason Boyd taught me a lot. These are people from that I met at the famous Landmark Arena. And when I went there to learn how to be a ring announcer, and I met those two people, and gosh, learned a lot. And if it wasn't for them, I'd probably wouldn't be a ring announcer. So I get to live my dream. Of course, I haven't been to the MGM or anything like that, but I've been in independent shows off and on, and it's been exciting.
Good.
Yeah.
So when you drive, do you have regular pedals? Do you have extended pedals? Do you have hand controls?
I am all up on the steering wheel. And a buddy of mine had when I went to AA, quit drinking. But anyway, I went to AA. I've been sober for about 2 years, and one of the guys there, his name is Don.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Don is like 6 foot tall. He's a very tall gentleman, and they all, a couple of the fellas got together and bought me pedals for my car. And Don, of all the people in the world, at the time I had a Buick Verano, and this man, all in the bottom over there with the tools and everything, put my pedals on my car, and I had those on my car for a good 3 or 4 years. And then when that car died, I got a new car, and I still haven't put them back on yet. I haven't been meaning to, but nope. I'm all up on steering wheel. If that what do you call it, ever hit it, that'd knock me out. I don't know.
Okay. You have any children?
No, not for lack of trying, but yeah, no, I don't have any kids.
But you care for a child. We were just.
Oh yeah, I've got many. I got stepkids. I got from different relationships I've been in. I've been stepdaddy before. I mean, for sure, and I love all of them. But I do not have any kids that I produced. But I definitely have some stepchildren. I got Samantha. Samantha has 2 very lovely children, and I've been blessed enough to meet them, and they like me. Of course, I think they do. They act like they do. So,
what's there not to like?
Yeah.
You're a New Yorker. You got the blood. That's why
you talk like that.
You got the attitude.
Well, he does it. There's a difference between Boston and New York and whatever. Most of my family just got a real nasal tack. They talk like this, and then you got the people that talk like this, and then you got the Chicago people that talk about wash your car. Yeah. I had the real northern nasal voice. That's about it. I've never had.
I've been asked from Jersey, and I'm like, it's all.
I don't. And I don't say this or that. I say I still try to enunciate this, because I still catch myself saying this or that thing, this or that thing, or use guys instead of y'all. I've acclimated to y'all, but I still get caught up saying use guys.
I know POD mimics or cop box when I don't say my R's, like car.
Walk the car, the dog, and the park.
Oh gosh, don't get me started with that.
Don't park your dog in the park. No, don't park your car in the park when you walk the dog.
No, don't do that. What is something that you want to do that you haven't done?
Parasailing. Or any kind of what do you call it? Parachuting. I'd love to go parachuting. I'd love to do that. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. I haven't done that.
So are you like a speed junkie, or are you a thrill rider?
Yeah, I like doing stuff that's kind of scary and new. Like when I got into ring announcing, man, that's I've done some scary stuff, but that was adrenaline. You won't believe. I can't, the little bit of adrenaline that I get from doing that. I can imagine what the wrestlers, how the wrestlers feel when they go out into the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's a rush. It's amazing. It is an amazing feeling to go up there. I bombed the very first time I got out there to do a full show. I bombed so bad, and I enjoyed. I wanted to do that every time. I was like hooked. I was like, if you want to do something when you bomb, and you're just like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I love it. I mean, it was like I choked so bad, but I was just like, I kept going. I stayed out there. I didn't run away. I didn't go hide. I just went out there, and it was I ain't gonna lie, it was horrible. My first time was horrible. It was fun though.
Some of these questions make you go back in time on.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't have cameras like they do today, right?
Oh yeah, I always wanted to see a video of that, and my boss just was like, "You don't want to watch it." That's not exactly what it said, but his face said everything. He was like, and then one day I got the video because I was helping with TikTok, and he gave me some of the video from it and I finally got to watch myself. I was like, that's why he never showed me.
Yeah.
But I'm the kind of person that I want to see. I want to watch it. It's not going to make me not want to do it again. It's going to make me go, okay, I need to put my hands down, or I need to stand still and stop rocking and doing this number. It's not going to make me feel like I'm horrible. I want to see it so I could critique myself and keep doing it.
Do you remember your first kiss?
Do I remember my first kiss? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. When I lived in New York City, and I was at the time I was probably 4 or 5 years old. My mom and dad used to walk me around the block. This is crazy, but walk me around the block. Me and my brother take us in a little what are those wagons called? The little red wagons. Anyway, we would
red wagon.
Yeah, the radio flyers or something. But Scott Bowling, you're spot on. First time it was horrible, but you loved it so much. That's the exact thing with me in doing my podcast. Scott Bowling, I have to give Scott Bowling a shout out. He does an amazing podcast called Good Company. Good Company with Scott Bowling. Scott Bowling, y'all. So if you guys get on podcast, look up Scott Bowling. Scott Bowling. Oh my God, he has interviewed like Rob Zombie to Lincoln Park to you name it, man. He's been on there with
SmoKii, Scott Bowling.
Dude, he needs to be on here. But he is amazing. He's done everything that I've dreamed. That's another thing. When you asked me before if I'd like to done something, I would love to have done what he did. He took my idea and actually did it, and I'm proud of him. He did it awesome. He did excellent.
Yeah. So tell him to like, share, and comment. Scott Bowling. Yes. Help us get some brownie points. Little SmoKii needs 1,000 on her TikTok.
Yes. Oh, he did. By the way, if you ever look him up, look up he did a video with the lead singer of Saliva, and they talked about it was like on 9/11, and the guy regaled his tale about what his events on 9/11, where he was, and what it did with him music wise. It was an amazing interview. Yeah. I don't mean to be talking. I know this is me interview, but Scott Bowling, that's my buddy.
It seems like you have a fan club.
Yep.
But we're gonna hit a commercial, and when we get back, I was hoping that you mentioned something about AA. Can we talk about that? Oh yeah,
you can talk about that. I am not ashamed of that whatsoever.
Honestly, it could help somebody.
Oh yeah.
It could help somebody. I've lost some friends from drinking themselves to the ground to drinking themselves in the car. So you should be proud. And anybody that's listening, if you are 2 days sober, that is awesome.
One day at a time.
2 days is going to take 20 days, and it's going to turn into 200 days.
If you could stay sober for one day, you could do it for the rest of your life.
Yes. And if you feel like you're going to fall off, because trust me, life pushes us to the edge. I don't care if you're rich or poor, we're all going through a battle. And sometimes we numb ourselves so we don't feel it. And as a little person, do we know about numbing feelings? So stay tuned. We'll be back. We're going to talk to ShortKut a little more about his life.
Attention all card collectors and traders. Introducing the Uncommon Card Shop. Looking for that rare card? That unique collector card? The one that you can't find? The one that is almost impossible? Your search is finally over. You found us. Now what are you waiting for? Follow the link and discover why we are every collector's best friend. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to LBOC Unplugged with Little Miss SmoKii. If you are joining us now, we are talking to ShortKut, and we're trying to get some information on who he is and what he is about. We know that he's a New Yorker, raised in New York. We know he's a DJ. We know he's a stepdad. We know his beautiful wife. What else do we know?
Oh,
you
man.
have car handles we talked about. And before we went to break, you told us something that's, probably been a struggle for you some time. And you were talking about AA and 2 years of recovery. And
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. You should be proud. Now, since you're on the side of 2 years, did you think you could do it?
Absolutely not. When I started drinking when I think it was 15 years old. It was a Thanksgiving. I hung out with one of my buddies and we got drunk together, and it was on the races. Yeah, it was good times. And I don't condemn drinking altogether. I just think some people, especially people with ADHD, it hits them different. I mean, I think what is with ADHD, you have the pleasure center in your brain. It's called the serotonin levels, and it dings that pleasure center. So when you drink, it hits you differently than it does regularly. Like most people could take a drink, like 2 or 3 drinks, and be cool and not want to drink anymore. Me, I drank, and I didn't stop drinking until I was waking up the next morning apologizing to people for breaking stuff. So it was and it was a long road of doing that. And I think the reason why I kept drinking is that I protected it, because like I didn't smoke, I didn't do anything else. I mean, like it was my way of I guess, rebellion. And when I got older, people trying to take everything away from me. And it was like the one thing that I could have that that was legal, and it was stupid really, but it's out of maybe 40, 50 times I got drunk, that one time would be horrible. It would just be like, I need to quit drinking. And then that one time just started getting more frequent and more frequent. I mean, it was, first it was all pleasure, a little bit of pain. And then it got to the point where it was just like, I don't even know, like I asked myself one day, I was like, why am I drinking? And I know for some,
it's a habit. You get into the routine.
Well, it becomes a habit. I think mine, and I know this is not everybody, but mine, I think, was a little bit more of a pity party than it was. It became more of a, I was trying to get a job, trying to get up there. I try, fail like crazy, and then I'd give up and I'd go drinking, and then I'd get, I'm going to do it this time, and I'd start trying again. I'd go through a phase of trying, busting my butt, and then being alcoholic again. And then eventually to just, I got a friend that drank all the time, and he was one of my best friends, and I moved him in, and that's all we did every day, all day. It's
poison.
And it consumes your life, because like most people think they're free when they drink, but we didn't do anything. We sat at that table and man, we did get out, but anytime we got out, we got in trouble. So it got to the point where we never got out. We just sat at the table and drank, and we would drink a handle of Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, or whatever. And he was a big dude. My buddy, his name was Irish Nut, and we would sit there with a bottle of Jim Beam or Crown Royal. I mean, a handle is like the big, I think it's 2 gallons. I don't know what it is. Big old thing of alcohol. And one day we got an argument about who finished, who drank the most. So I got a bottle of Jim. He got a bottle of Jim, like a handle of Jim, which is obviously the bottle with the handle on it.
Yeah.
And man, by the end of the night, we put our bottles together and we were dead on. I mean, we were like, I was keeping up with him, drinking a half a handle. I'm not proud of that. I'm just saying that I got to the point where I was drinking a lot. And then out of nowhere, man, I could drink 2 or 3 beers and be smashed. That's your liver. That's like stage 2 or 3 alcohol. That's what when your liver starts telling you, you're like, I'm giving up on you.
Yeah. In my high school years, I didn't drink. The French drink. My college years was when I drank.
Yeah.
I drank myself really stupid. one night.
Could you? I mean, could you like if you wanted to quit drinking? Did you ever just put it down or just walk away, or was it like once you started drinking, it was you just can't stop?
No, I could stop. I don't have a addictive personality, if that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just have that ability to be able to do that. Some people just can't. I mean, I
2 drinks, I'm like, God.
Two drinks. I'm like,
time I was really gone was my grandmother's funeral service. Yeah. You know, the dinner. I had a couple hard drinks and I was feeling good. And I'm telling you, my cousin Susan, she likes her drinks, and she gave me, she said it was a lime drop.
Yeah.
That lime drop dropped me. I was gone, completely gone. That's a whole different story. But anyways, but yeah, some people drink because they're depressed about life and they keep drinking. And I'm telling you, the more you drink, the more you're going to dig yourself in depression, because it lowers your self-esteem. You wake up, you don't feel good. You're slouchy, right? Is that how you felt? Like, why did I do that? Headache.
Well, while I'm drinking, like the first like 3 or 4 shots or drinks or whatever, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like the Incredible Hulk. I just feel like Ric Flair. It is like like a skydiving. I mean, it's amazing.
So it's like you're a steroid.
Yeah, it was. I mean, once I started drinking, I was just immediately a rock star. Living on top of the world, and then somewhere along in the night, it would just stage dive into being all emotional and didn't want to talk to nobody, and I'd be the happiest guy in the world for like a good 3 or 4 hours. But when I first started drinking, it was like happy go lucky until I passed out. But the older I got, I started getting that whole mean thing. Michael said I'm 6 days sober, but I'll have a scotch. No, 6 days sober, but I'll have a scotch soon. Want to appear? Do you want to appear on the show? Do you have a great idea for the show? Send us an email with all details at littlesmoky.lboc@gmail.com. Did I do good?
You're amazing. You're amazing. That's why everybody likes you. Is there anything you want to add on for anybody out there that's struggling?
Well, one thing I do want to give a shout out to that somebody that's been there for me, and they've been amazing. They been amazing to me is Sam. She caught me at the tail end of my drinking, and she is a trooper. She did everything. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly what she did or how she did it. Just love that she just loved me. She didn't have to. Let me tell you, if you're a person looking after an alcoholic, if you get out with somebody, I don't care if you knew that they were alcoholic before you got with them. That doesn't justify them treating you like crap. Oh, you knew I was an alcoholic when you got me. Yeah, but you did. Sure as heck didn't know that you were signing on to that crap. So
alcohol changes people, honestly. Yeah. I don't like to go in big crowds, especially like the Patriots games. Those big concerts, everybody's drinking, and
oh yeah, you feel
just
empty-handed. Like I walk in there,
the wrong person, and it's like, let's go, like the Hulk, kind of like POD when he gets me mad. I'm ready to like give him an elbow.
Yeah.
But I feel like smoke and chill. We get the drugs together or the drinkers together, and it can be chaotic. Crazy.
There's only maybe a handful of people. If I ever became, I'm never becoming a drinker again. I'm not drinking the rest of my life. But if I ever did, there's two people that 3 people, including Sam, but 2 people I'd probably drink with. One is in heaven right now. The other one's Rocky Payne. Rocky Payne, I never had an issue ever hanging out. Every time we drank, we drank. I didn't get wild or crazy. It was like one of those people. Oh, and the wingman.
Some people just can't.
Okay, maybe it's really honestly, it's who you hang out with. But my problem is, if I got comfortable drinking with them, I'm not going to be around them all the time. And if I get to have a drinking, when I'm not hanging out with them, I'm gonna be stupid. But yeah, I have to give the shout out to the Wingman motorcycle. I have to say it the right way.
Why not drink with
anyway,
POD?
MC.
The last time somebody drank with POD, you don't want to know.
Yeah, but
anyways,
the Wingman, you dude, I thought I was a tough guy. I went. They had a chapter over there in Gainesville, Georgia, and I went there. I didn't, I got in trouble a couple times, but you act right when you got a bunch of bikers hanging out with you, and you definitely don't care. Look, you don't go to a biker bar looking for chicks, that's for sure. Everybody there is already accounted for. Don't even think of trying to hit on nobody.
I need some biker friends. Do we know any biker friends? You know how badass that
do.
would
If
look?
you ever see it, if you have,
be walking with some bikers. Now what?
In my opinion, I'm biased about it. The Wingmen are the best. They're the coolest guys in the world. If you have a chapter near you, go hang out with them. Go see them. They're cool. They're cool as hell. The Wingmen.
Yeah, I met a bunch of them in South Carolina years and years ago.
They're cool guys.
They have Bike Week down there in May. And it was, they're pretty badass. So,
what ShortKut POD said you two have a drinking story? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Okay, I'll talk about it. My last time drinking, I decided to show my ass in Detroit, and I got drunk and acted a fool and passed out at the wrong hotel room, which I didn't bring me there. I didn't bring me to the wrong hotel room, but I passed out. After a show, they brought me to the wrong hotel room.
Who's they?
POD. Okay, I'll just say it. POD brought me to the wrong hotel room, and I walked around until I passed out.
Carry you, or you walking?
No. They dropped me off. Because we've been staying at the same hotel room forever, and I drank a little bit too much. I drank like a moron. I drank like a nut, and they brought me to the hotel room, and I walked around forever trying to find my room. And I passed out in the lobby, and they called me up and were like, "You better come get your boy." And they came and got me. Well, when I finally woke up, because he couldn't wake me up, and they were like, we're going to call the cops. So POD finally just smacked the crap out of me, woke me up. Well, I rounded up with him, thinking that, it's time for a fight. And it was like, and I realized, shit, I'm about to hit one of my best friends in the face.
You woke up to him?
Yeah, I woke up to them, squaring off with him. And I'm just like, and normally in the past, and it's been that way for the past, before I really quit drinking, it was like, when you get on the road, quit drinking, you start noticing certain things. It made me a better drinker, I guess you could say, for a while. I mean, because I wasn't so reactional. I mean, there's a couple of times I could have got into it with one of my friends and just, getting so tired of it. I just woke up and realized I'm drunk. It's probably me.
Yeah.
Probably my fault. So, I don't rush to judgment so big. And then I started realizing I have a problem. Well, on my way home on the airplane, that's a whole nother story.
That is a whole other story.
On the way home on the airplane, I said something that stuck with me. So then I said, man, I could make this never happen ever again. And I didn't mean that in a suicide sense. I'm like, I could quit. I mean, I quit before I quit I think I quit for almost 2 or 3 years. It was like just up and on through there. And just like this time, before I just wanted to drink like every single day. I'd quit drinking for I think it was like 3 or 4 years. I quit drinking, and every single day I needed a pat on the back, and I was miserable because I wanted to drink every single day. This past 2 years and 2 years and a month, 2 months, I can't remember. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't wanted to drink. So much as wanted to drink. I've had several instances where I could have drank. I don't even like the smell of it. I don't want to, you couldn't pay me to drink. And it's a renewing of the mind, honestly.
It's expensive.
Being an F up on alcohol is expensive. I've had DUIs, I've had all kinds of stupid shit. Don't drink. If you're out there thinking about drinking, I'm proof. You don't drink, but if you do drink, you can go to AA and quit, and you have the choice to quit. You have to want to quit.
Did you have a sponsor?
Yes, I did. Yes, I've had several, and
And
they
do
all
you?
failed miserably. They didn't fail. I failed them. I didn't call them when I'm supposed to. I didn't when we got together to talk about stuff. I
Why
have
didn't
a
you?
in case you haven't noticed yet, I have a horrible thing with getting people off track of what they're talking about because I talk about other stuff. So the whole time we're supposed to be getting into AA and everything like that, I was talking about aliens to everything. I mean, I didn't realize it until like now. I did it because I didn't want to talk about Quentin. I didn't want to get in that whole conversation about it. I didn't want to get in the book. And I mean, I diverted the conversation every chance I got. And I didn't really think about it like that until I really, sat there and when honesty finally hits you in the face and you can't avoid it. And when you're sober and you start thinking about it, you got that time to sit there and stare at the honest part about it. A lot of it, whether you admit it or not, it lets you know it's alcohol. There's no reason to drink. There's nothing. One of my favorite sayings that I walked away with in those AA classes was, "There's no chemical solution to a spiritual problem." There's
That's
there's
true.
no, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing that alcohol can make worse.
Yeah. There's no alcohol that will make anything better.
Yeah.
It just makes it worse, like you just said.
What is 988 to help with any addiction? Start your victory today. Oh, cool. Excellent. I'm going to have to check that out. But yeah, definitely get help, whether it be AA or, tell somebody, open your mouth and say, I want help. I need help with this.
Sometimes talking to a stranger is better because they can't judge you. They don't know who you are.
Well,
that's why reaching out to a counselor does not make you weak. It just helps you. Because like we said, life gives us stress. So sometimes we need an aid to help us. And sometimes that aid defeats us.
Oh, you go into AA, you can't BS a BSer. I mean, you walk in there and you feel comfortable because you don't have somebody that don't understand your issues. You got people that have been through it. I mean, there's different levels of alcoholism, and I realize I don't want to see the levels that I've seen there. There's people that literally they have a chemical addiction to it, to where it's like if they don't drink, they get the shakes, they get sick, they get sweaty, and they'll die if they don't get another drink.
Yeah.
They need to go to like the hospital and get, and for them to help them. I'm glad that I finally wised up and quit.
Me too. Thank you, Sammy, for meeting and helping.
Yeah, but I'll never be one of those alcoholics that tell everybody that condemn it all together. Some people deserve to drink. My dad, very accomplished man. He's got a 3-car garage on the lake. He's had a very successful business. He's retired. All his kids went through. He's never made any like really stupid decisions like I have drinking. That man deserves a beer. People like that, keep on drinking.
Well, there's a difference of having a social beer to everyday drinking. So let's not confuse.
No, I mean, even if you drink 3 or 4 beers a day, and I know that's unhealthy, but if you can maintain your life and you don't hurt nobody, and you go and you do your job, you don't go to work.
But are you buzzed?
You don't get DUIs, and
Are you buzzed when you have 3 or 4 or 5 drinks? When is it considered abusing alcohol?
Abusing alcohol is drinking it. I think if you could sit there and have 2 or 3 beers and not have it every single day, like it's not the center of the event. Like if you go out, the whole thing is I'm going to go drink. Then you obviously got a problem. Like if you go out somewhere and everybody's drinking a drink and you decide I'm going to have a drink with them and drink and then wait there for about an hour and go home, I don't think you have that much of a problem. But if it's one of those things where you have to have a drink, yeah.
But if you're like looking like every day waking up like a hangover, you got a problem.
Yeah, if you're drinking to avoid the hangover, you got a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have kind of got close to the end. We're going to hit commercial. If you haven't already, please like, share, and comment our pages. LBOC Unplugged with Little SmoKii. And also we have Little Bit of Coffee. come back after commercial. We're going to give you the code to win our mug on Monday. Remember last week we said turtle is hot? Well, this week ShortKut is going to pick our phrase, but you got to stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Oh, I got a question real quick before we go to commercial. What about I thought we were going to get to hear the musical talents of Roy.
That's next week.
Next week? I thought that was today.
Every Monday, every day, a little bit of coffee. Micro Brothers United, man, they get together and they do the talk shows, man.
Little bit of coffee.
Introducing Lil Bit of Coffee, the world's only all-little person podcast. Join the Lil Brew crew as we spill all the beans on last week's wild adventures. We invite our outrageous guests and dive into everything from mainstream madness to the wacky, crazy, wild sports. This is not your daddy's fight club. It is the 5-Foot Fantasy Club, and every mama is invited. Yeah. Tune in and vibe with the world's smallest crew as we talk big laughs, bold nonsense, and early morning energy. All powered by one strong brew. Little Bit of Coffee podcast, Mondays at 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central. YouTube.com/@Micro Brothers United. Again, YouTube.com/@Micro Brothers United.
So grab your Joe and let's go.
Welcome back to LBOC Unplugged with Little Miss SmoKii. And as you know, we got ShortKut on the hot seat. If you are joining us, we have been talking about him in recovery for the past 2 years. I'm so proud of you. I did not know that. So you keep it up. And if there's a point that you feel like you're going to fall off, contact one of us. But you look like you're strong. And if there's anybody out there, ShortKut, I would imagine, would talk to you.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Pointers and tell you tomorrow is a better day and you can make it better. But I know we are kind of close on time, but there's a couple questions we have to ask you because I knew the crew is going to want to know.
Okay.
So what's the wildest thing that you've ever done?
Wildest thing that I ever done that I could legally tell you on, hey, Roy, that was unacceptable. Don't do that again.
All right, next.
No, the craziest thing that I've ever done. Well, I don't know if I could say this. But I think one of my friends, and he knows who he is, stole my beer, and he stole. Well, not really stole it at the time. I'd give it to him because we planned on bootlegging it. And we never did. We never bootlegged it. But weekend after weekend, I kept, are we going to go? Are we going to do this today? And no, we're not going to do it today. Then I find out that he's going to have a surprise party for one of his friends. I'm never going to get my beer back. And I'm at my house. Well, at the time, I'm at my house. And I got to the point where I didn't have any alcohol at all. Okay. So I called him up. I said, man, I'm not going to drink my mom and dad's stuff. I'm at my mom and dad's house at the time, which another thing I'm telling on myself about. But I'm trying to hurry to the point. So I get off the phone, everybody there's like, let's go get it. Let's go get your alcohol. Let's go get your alcohol. So we went to his house, and the quick version is we went and got my alcohol. But that's as much as that I would like to disclose. But if he's listening to this,
continue off air. I need to know the gossip on
that. Yeah,
he's good.
We didn't do anything else to his house because we got there and they wanted to do some horrible things to that house, but that was but yeah, we went in there, got my alcohol and left. I don't steal, I don't rob people, but if you rob from me, I'll come and get my stuff. You ain't taking from me. No, it's not that damn important. It's the principle of the thing.
It is the principle of the thing, especially if you're from New York. Now I understand the attitude. I love it.
I'm not
the craziest thing that you've seen
Craziest thing that I've seen.
Have been DJing.
Okay. A friend of mine named Dylan. He is very passionate about karaoke. And I have never seen anybody as passionate as him about karaoke. This man showed up one time and he looked like David Lee Roth. I mean, he had the green tiger print spandex. He had the ripped shirt. He had the hair and everything. And he got on the mic, and this man, he's a wild looking dude, and you never would think that he had the voice that he has, but he got up there and he could sing anything from Judas Priest to Iron Maiden to the man could sing. The man could sing his butt off, and it just seeing that much dedication to karaoke. I mean, it was crazy. It was. I've never seen it. I still haven't seen anybody to match him. To show up in gimmick and have that much devotion to karaoke. It was amazing.
Awesome. Last question. One more. Have you ever shit your pants in public?
Oh God. Okay. Now this is what my family told me before. They said, once you hit 40, you can't trust a fart. Can't trust the fart. You got to go to. Yeah. Once you hit 40, you don't trust. I'm 51 years old now. You don't trust. Actually 30. I don't care how old you are. You get to a certain age and you eat certain foods, especially if you become an alcoholic, you don't trust a fart.
I don't see the 50.
Yeah. Well,
I don't see the 50. I'm like shocked. I'm thinking like I'm older than you. Like you're in your 30s.
Yeah, that's a lot of people think that. But I avoided the question. Let me go. I was at a Taco Bell, and it was the very first time that I ever wore a pair of white shorts. I had a pair of white shorts, white jean shorts, and we were leaving, and I'm sitting there arguing with the girlfriend at the time, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I got out of the car, and I was arguing with her, and luckily it was just me and her. But man, if I couldn't have gone to with that point where you get to that point where you got to stand still and like try to make it through that pain. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting over there, and she's arguing with me, and argument got intense, and the next thing you know, it happened, and then I was like, now you got to take me home. Luckily,
you sat in it. I would have rubbed it in her car. Here you go.
Lucky for her, she was a freaking pack rat, and she had everything in her car.
Oh, so the smell didn't even interfere.
He laid down a couple of Walmart bags and whatever trash she had in the car. It was horrible. But that's the only time I could think of or care to admit that's happened to me. But yeah,
that's funny.
That was horrible.
I see on TikTok, or maybe it was Facebook, that the guy who is a worker, like a state worker, and he had to poop and he's holding himself, and the music that they played with him was the funniest thing. We'll have to find it. I laugh every time. It's playing in my head. But we're at the end of the show. ShortKut, what is the secret word for
the secret word of the day is let me think about that one. You didn't think about cornucopia of coffee.
What? Listen, something we're going to remember. Are we going to remember that on the 7 a.m. on Monday? I don't know.
Okay. What about our website? What is it? What is it? LBOC.
The email?
Yeah. Yeah, that's too hard too.
The SmoKii's email.
Yes.
There we go. SmoKii's email.
SmoKii's email. Even if they just they say SmoKii's email.
Oh no, they gotta write SmoKii's email.
They gotta write
the whole world.
So LILM. Okay, take a screenshot if you got it, so you can put it out there. So if you're watching right now,
SmoKii.LBOC@gmail.com. Also, please go like Little Bit of Coffee on the Facebook TikTok, also LBOC Unplugged with Little SmoKii on TikTok. We need 1,000 followers, so please like, share, and comment. I just want to thank you all so much for joining Little Bits of Coffee Unplugged with Little Miss SmoKii. Almost 6 to 7 months. Oh, we catching up on the things?
Yeah, we're catching up on the things there. I just realized that I wasn't doing my job over here. So
it's
all these people, thank you. I'm proud of you, Tammy, aka Sis. Awesome. You guys rule. All right.
ShortKut, thank you. My cappuccinos, we'll see you on Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Time.
Thank you for watching Little Bit of Coffee. Be sure to stop our official page at youtube.com/@Micro Brothers United.